Next up, Fajar Hirawan, who's going to talk on behalf of Partai Demokrat. Kasian. Fajar is a PhD student at the School of Economics at the University of Sydney and was a researcher at the Centre for Strategic and International Studies in Jakarta.
Partai Demokrat adalah partai dari Bapak Presiden Indonesia saat ini, Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono. Partai ini dibentuk pada tahun 2001 dan saat ini memiliki 150 kursi di Majelis Permusyawaratan Rakyat. Ayo kita sambut Partai Demokrat!
Hi, I expect some booing. Okay, selamat malam semuanya. Okay, I have a presentations. I have a speech, and as usual, I have to give some title to my speech, which is Democratic Party and its voters' perceptions on several strategic issues. So, Democratic Party was established in 2001, and Democratic Party is identical with the blue color and the symbol of Mercy Star, symbol of peace, I think. Yeah. The current president of Republic of Indonesia, SBY, is the chairman of the Democratic Party. The acting chairman of the party is also one of the important ministers in the cabinet, Sharif Hassan, the Minister of Cooperative and Small Medium Enterprises. And the Secretary General of the party is the youngest son of SBY, Edi Baskoro Yudhoyono, or you know the name is Ibas. He was breaking the record in 2009 elections as the candidate who had the highest votes in the history of Indonesian elections. He was in East Java, Electoral District 7, which covered Pacitan, Ponorogo, Trenggalek, Magetan, and Ngawi. Another interesting information about Ibas: he never wear short sleeve shirt, like I do. Okay, Democratic Party has a very comprehensive platforms: nationalisms, humanisms, internationalisms, and religious. So these four platforms have reflected Democratic Party as a nationalist and religious party in Indonesia. For further information about Democratic Party, please feel free to open the website of Democratic Party, www.democrat.or.id. And because I try to give more evidence, not hopes or promises, because beri bukti bukan janji. So this is our slogan. My speech will include some findings from two different sources, Kompas and CSIS. So yeah. From Kompas Research, for the upcoming elections, based on the educational background of legislative candidates, 50.1% of the Democratic Party's legislative candidates hold a bachelor degree. 50%, can you imagine? They well educated. 33.5% has a master's degree and 8% holds a PhD degree. Only 6.1% of its legislative candidates hold senior high school certificate or degree. Based on their professions, 27.8% of Democratic Party's legislative candidates are entrepreneurs. I don't know, corruption is part of the entrepreneurs or not. 22.3% working in the private sector, and 26.7% of them are the recent national and local legislative members. Based on their gender, Democratic Party is consistent to manage more than 30% women participations running in the elections as legislative candidates. So it's that 36.6% of them are women and 63.4% of them are men. So now, based on the CSI survey last year in November 2013, I think we had the same data, Natalie. Yes, the last survey of CSIS, because I haven't gotten the newest data from CSIS, the latest one. So I cannot play with the statistic now. Okay, so in terms of religious tolerance, Democratic Party voters tend to be more tolerant than the other voters from the other parties. When the survey asked the respondent, do you mind if you have a neighbor who has a different religion with you? 84.1% of the Democratic Party's voters answered no, they don't mind. Meanwhile, only 15.9% of Democratic Party's voters answered yes. But when the survey asked the respondent, do you mind if there is a religious building from different religious group in your neighborhood? Only 32.9% of Democratic voters answered no. Other voters answered either yes or preferably not. The good thing is, the 32.9% still can be categorized that the Democratic Party is the most tolerant party compared to other parties, especially the party which sells religion as their platform. Certain religion, I don't know. Yeah. In terms of the implementation of democracy in Indonesia, in line with its name, Democratic Party, 43.2% of its voters believe that the implementations of democracy in Indonesia is very important and it cannot be changed. Meanwhile, only under 40% of voters from other parties answered democracy is very important for Indonesia. Unfortunately, when the survey asked the respondent with the questions, if you have to choose from these two options, political freedom or democracy, or economic welfare, which one that you will choose? More than 75% of respondents who are consist of all voters from different parties prefer economic welfare, rather than democracy. Why? I think it will be an interesting topic for any political scientist here. Yeah. But I hope it doesn't mean that we want or we will have to go back to Suharto era or choose the next president who has a military background. Okay, so to conclude, Democratic Party, especially its voters, tend to be more tolerant in terms of religious tolerance, more democratic. It can be seen what happened in its process to appoint the presidential candidate through the presidential conventions. Anyone of you did that? No? No. And in some extent, the voice of Democratic Party's voters reflect the voice of Indonesian people. Thank you very much. Selamat malam. Kami beri bukti, bukan janji.